the oceans. It's talking about mountains that have roots embedded into the earth. So
like pegs.
Yeah, like pegs, right. And, it talks about many, many different things that at the time scientific wasn't even evolved, and how this illiterate person knew about this. And also the other evidence I have would be that at the time of Jesus, let's make this, Jesus spoke Aramaic. And at the time he was in this earth, none of his disciples wrote anything down. Remember, he never spoke Greek. So at the time, none of his disciples wrote anything down. And if they did, I want to see the evidence. I want to see where these books are at. Everything you have now is either in Hebrew or a Greek. And so most of these are copies among copies. Whether it's the Quran, when he received the revelation, he dictated to his companions, and they wrote them down, and they were memorized, and then later on were compiled into what we have now, which is the Quran.
Yeah. Tell us, we're running on time. We're going to come to a close. And tell us real briefly, because we're going to have to bring you back on for part 2, because it's really interesting.
Inshallah.
And I'm sure a lot of people are getting the benefit. Tell us what you believe now and some of the daily activities to show the people that actually Islam is nothing weird. Islam is something, surrender and submission to the Creator is something natural. It's for everybody, and how it has affected your life, how it's changed it. Tell us some of your beliefs and what you live by day to day.
What it has done for me, it has made my life a lot easier. It has opened my eyes to a new, different perspective in life. Islam is, like I mentioned, like you have mentioned, is peace. And also Islam, it opens doors for me. And now these doors are open not only to my family, to many other Latino communities, members there, Latino-speaking people that are wondering about Islam. Now what you hear on the television, this negative propaganda, yeah, there's some negatives, yeah, but it's not Islam itself. You have to find out the true meaning of Islam. You have to find out what Islam is about. And Islam, once you really find out what Islam is beautiful. It talks about different things that they are putting in the media or in paper books or in books or whatever. This is not Islam. You want to find out about Islam, all you have to do is ask. And you can find out. Go to any mosque and ask your mosque community or any members of that mosque. Ask them, and they will tell you.
Tell us what your belief is now,
my belief,
as opposed to before.
My belief is in the unity. There's only one God. And He's the only one without no partners. There is only one Creator, which I also taught in the beginning. There is nothing compared to Him. So there's only one God, one Creator. And the prophets are His tools, and how He makes His miracles through these prophets. Because this is what the prophets came to say. There's only one God. There's only one unity. The oneness of one God.
Real quick, last question. Now, who's taking and paying the price for your sins now? Someone would say that Jesus, He was the Lamb. He was the one that was nailed to the cross, and He spilled the blood for you. But now as a Muslim, what do you believe about this? Do you believe that someone else pays the price for your sins? Are you born into sin? Real quickly, just touch upon this.
No, you're not born into sin. Everybody individually is responsible for their own deeds. You can look at it also in the Bible, and you can look at it in Ezekiel 18, chapter 20. You can see this, and then they'll explain to you. And it says, the iniquities of the Father are not the iniquities of the Son, and the iniquities of the Son are not the iniquities of the Father. So they cannot carry each other's sins.
So what your father did, it's on him.
Right.
And what you're doing, that's on you.
That's right.
But if you turn to God, and you apologize, and you make a mistake,
right,
and you say you're sorry, and you sincerely from your heart, you change your ways, right, God forgives. He's the most merciful.
Right, if you're sincere with this.
If you're sincere.
If you're sincere with this, yes.
And that's what He wants from us, to be
that's
sincere.
That's all He wants from us, to be sincere.
Pass this test.
Right.
To struggle more for the hereafter, instead of the worldly consumer world, just consuming one day after the next, striving to have a bigger house, a fancier car, not thinking about death, which is a reality and is going to come. So we're talking about serious issues, letting the people benefit. And I'd like to thank you for being with us on the Deen Show. God willing, we're going to invite you back again so we can continue on with your story. We were short on time. And I'd like to thank everybody that's been tuning in. I'm getting your emails. Continue to support. Let all your friends and family know about the show. And inshallah, we're going to try to bring you a new show every week. What did we learn today? That surrender, submission, sincerely, obedience is to be geared towards the Creator of the heavens and earth alone. Not any created being. You prostrate to Him. You pray to Him. You beseech Him. You make a mistake, you call upon Him alone. If a man who needs air is like I do, and if you put your hand over his mouth, he can't breathe no more, he needs that air, he's not what? He cannot be God. If he eats, he got to use the bathroom. He cannot be God. All right? So we have to know that the Creator is distinct from His creation. And that you call upon Him alone. And if you can dig this, that you worship the Creator and not His creation, then you can dig Islam, you can dig submission and surrender. That's what it means. To God alone. And that's what the whole message is about. And doing good deeds. So again, I hope you got the benefit. And we'll see you again on the Deen Show. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be unto you.
Allah, there's only one God and Muhammad is His messenger. Allah, La ilaha illallah. Allah, there's only one God and Jesus was His messenger. Allah, La ilaha illallah.